60-something and co-owner of the Cookbook Nook, moved to my side, the fabric of her exotic caftan billowing and falling. "Don't you love kids?" "Me? I adore them. Except for the time I did a photo shoot at Taylor & Squibb, my previous employer, for Dabble Doodles. A few prankster boys squeezed the contents of their glue and glitter pins onto the girls' clothing and, gag me, hair. Parents were livid. "Yoo-hoo, Jenna. Kids?" my aunt repeated. Sure. Love 'em. I didn't want any of my own. Not yet. I wasn't quite 30. And a widow. Timing was everything. I said, "Absolutely. How about you?" She chuckled while adjusting the silver-bejeweled turban on her head. My aunt would prefer giving tarot card readings to figuring out how to market our joint enterprise. "I would have loved to have a dozen just like you." "Aw, I love you too." My aunt on my father's side had doted on me from the day I was born. When I moved back to Crystal Cove to help her open the cookbook shop, she offered me the cottage beside her beach house. I felt blessed to have her in my life, especially with my mother gone. "While the kiddies finish up," Aunt Vera said, "let's discuss the town's other ventures for this month." As far as I know, the mayor has planned a dozen new events for September, including a frisbee contest, a paddle boarding race, and movie night on the Strand. Crystal Cove was a lovely seaside town on the coast of California, with beautiful rolling hills to the east and a glorious stretch of ocean running the length of the town to the west. The mayor of our fair city was always on the lookout for events that would lure tourists. To pay tribute to the events the mayor has fashioned, I've ordered dozens of new cookbooks with beach and/or movie themes. "Oh, lovely. You've included the Beach House Cookbook, I assume?" I have. The Beach House Cookbook had beautiful photographs of food and the seaside. In our business, cookbooks with enticing pictures were guaranteed sales. I still couldn't believe it, but some people bought cookbooks merely to peruse. Prior to my new enterprise, I was a function and use person. If it didn't have a function, I didn't use it. I've also brought in At Blanchard's Table, a trip to the beach cookbook. This particular cookbook included recipes that were as delicious as they were simple. Prosciutto bundles, balsamic goat cheese. They sounded easy enough that even I could make them. Also, I ordered Good Fish, sustainable seafood recipes from the Pacific Coast. The Seattle-based author of Good Fish was a seafood advocate who really educated her readers. I especially loved that she had brought in another knowledgeable source to pair the fish with wine. That title's a mouthful. "Between you, me, and the lamppost," I said, "some titles on cookbooks go on forever." They do, but competition is fierce and specificity matters. An unpretentious title like Good Food won't light a fire under the intended audience. My aunt was right. She was always right. She knew cookbooks backward and forward. Me? I was just getting the hang of how popular they were. At my aunt's behest, last month I returned to Crystal Cove to run the Cookbook Nook and the cafe because, well, my life in San Francisco, as I dreamed it, was over. I needed a new beginning. My aunt needed a marketing whiz. "I love what you've done in the bay window," Aunt Vera said. Our store was one of many in the Fisherman's Village complex. The bay window faced the parking lot and was our first calling card to passers-by. In keeping with the town's monthly events, I had set out a seaside-themed display, complete with bright yellow oars, aqua blue frisbees, and coral and white sand toys. Near the decorative kitchen items that we carried, I had set up our movie-themed display, which included the women's fiction books, Chocolat and Like Water for Chocolate, both of which had been made into movies, and a mystery series about a cheese shop, which I heard might become a television show a la Murder, She Wrote. "Jenna!" My best friend and new assistant in the store, Bailey Bird, Minnie Mouse in size and Mighty Mouse in energy, hurried into the shop. "Whee! You'll never guess." "What's with you?" I grinned. "No caffeine for 24 hours. I feel so good." I liked a cup of coffee each morning, something with a little zip, but I didn't drink it throughout the day. Bailey, on the other hand, nursed a coffee.